Says recording started. What's good, guys? Cheers. In a moment. So, not really sure. Hello. Not really sure what this is, but they gave me an inhaler, right? Take two. So, hello. I got a lot going on, y'all. So cheers, right? So today is the last day to file taxes on trusts and foundations. So yeah, in addition to pulling sheetrock and all this other stuff and whatnot, basically right now I've come to a standstill because got all of that done. I got the insurance adjuster out, determined that every single perimeter wall of the structure has a moisture content between 80 and 100%. I've got a few suspicions, but I need the engineer out here. I mean, this has gone on too long. So still dealing with Hurricane Ida issues from over a year ago. What was that? August 29th last year. So yeah, Hurricane Ida issues still. So got mold and all kinds of stuff, ripped the walls out. I'm gonna go to every exterior perimeter wall and just rip that out as well. So, because it's got moisture content everywhere. So I'm gonna just go through and get it all done. So knock it out. Go ahead and rip that off, get all the nails and stuff pulled. You know, I got several cool ideas to do, right? And now dealing with the CPA today, had a few issues on 2021, or one issue only, really. Just to go ahead and state for my attorney, because I'm gonna get my attorney on this one, because when all of the assets were donated to the trust, all the assets were donated to the trust upon the trust forming in 2019. Now, the way crypto works, you hold it in private custody. The moment you go to move that, that's different. So that remained in private custody to not create separate taxable events. And that's the bit that they're not understanding. However, right, if they say that, you know, I purchased, well, let's just go take a look, shall we? Hold up. Let's go here. Yeah. Wait, I gotta get to the other screen on my end. You can see it. All right. So here's what I'm dealing with, right? Let's just go to search. We'll go to Theta. So I bought Theta at 13 cents, right? Currently at $1.11, right? But let's just go back in here because, you know, this is CoinMarketCap, but let's just go to the charts and go to all, right? So right now we're just looking at dollar value. So what at 13 cents? Where was that? Let's see. Somewhere in here. I don't know the exact date. But yeah, in 2018, 13 cents, right? and stayed around 13 cents for quite a while too. So as you can see here, it dropped down to, that's 8 cents. I think it dropped down to 6 cents actually in 2019, which is my point, right? So the personal ownership, see, in 2019, 2018, we didn't have these laws like we do today on reporting capital gains. So, okay, back then, I do believe that the trust is grandfathered into this as well, in that all the assets were donated to the trust upon the trust opening. So me purchasing it back then, before the trust was formed as an individual, then to donate all of my holdings to the trust upon the trust opening in 2019. And so actually, let's go to into 2019, shall we? So 6 cents, 5 cents. I mean, really? 6 cents and 5 cents in 2019. 8 cents. So when was the trust founded? January 19? Yeah, look, 4 cents, right? There you go, right there. So I would take a capital loss personally from purchasing Theta at 13 cents and selling at a loss, I don't know, what's that, 5 cents, 4.7 cents, somewhere in that ballpark, really, back in January. So, and then now whatever the trust is from that time frame, that's when the trust had everything donated to it. All assets were then deemed under the trust. So then from, I don't know, 5 cents, the trust would be liable for, let's see, I'm not going to disclose where I sold. I'll just leave it there, right? So that's for them. But anyway, I took profit from Theta, and I put it all to good use. I put it all into the rental property, and I have now used the rental property for all the tax deductions. Get back over here. So yeah, the all the renovations to a multifamily dwelling, with my attorney to get that one part understood, that is it, that the trust is liable at that point, not me, not my social security number. This would in turn damage, or it would affect my benefits, my social security, disability, as well as my Medicare at that point. And this was exactly the reason why I almost moved to Mexico. So with my attorney on this, I don't see an issue with that little bit. Like I said, back then it would have been grandfathered in back then. So anyway, the profit that I did take, I put all of that into the property, and still have a little bit left over that I'm going to roll that forward into this year, because so many renovations and now insurance claims and ongoing other issues, with the rental property, even lost wages or lost revenue rather. So all of that is accounted for in my insurance policy. And also dealing with the mold and stuff, I think there's 2 different clauses. One's for like $50,000, the other's for $10,000. Dealing with mold and mildew and all of that kind of stuff. So So it is covered. Um, so hopefully I can get all of this resolved, right? But like I said, I still have more to put into the property to go ahead and get some of these other things done as well that I want in addition to what the insurance company will cover. I want it done the way I want it. That's all. So oh man. So yeah, today is the last day to get all your taxes submitted, turned in, everything. If they're smart, they can do other things to get an additional 10 days from today. To review everything and to speak to an attorney and to then submit the taxes in full. So that's where I'm at. But I mean, you got to be smart when it comes down to these things. And when some of these people tell you, oh, no, it is like that. And it's like, no, it is not like that. That did not exist back then. We did not have that back then. There were no laws on that back then. There are today. And I have no issue paying taxes on what I did, through the trust. That's it. And with all the deductions and whatnot, right? So, I mean, a lot went into this property. It seems that it looks as though I would have to pay taxes on income of $27,000. So whatever the income tax rate is at $27,000, I believe is what I would have to owe at this point. So everything else I've been able to deduct. So I have a few additional questions, right? Like all the different charity events, and stuff that we went out and did. I'll be traveling here and there. So just the airfare, right? For that, and for YouTube. So, or do I need to file an LLC for YouTube as well at this point? To do that separately, I don't know. So I know that it can be done. I've inquired about it. The fuck was that? That felt weird. Yeah, I just got out the hot tub a little while ago, so I'm like, I don't have a shirt on. So anyway, cheers. So what else, right? Ripping all the sheetrock and all out, insulation. I still got all that piled up in every room. A lot more to go. No direction yet from the insurance company as it is. So I don't know if the doors to those bedrooms need to be pulled and just visqueen those rooms off upstairs, just to keep the air contamination from spreading. I don't know the answer to that because of cross-contamination is my thought. Because spores travel everywhere. Takes two. That's it. Very, very small, right? Like mycelium. Think of mycelium, like mushrooms, right? Very, very small spores. So, yeah, I don't even know if I have to move out of my house. I just know everything came to a screeching halt because I had to get the taxes finished, finalized, done. Wow. So it's quite a bit, more, a lot more than what, it's, something fell. is this? Some sort of cable. Whatever. But yeah, dude, all that profit. And I owe taxes on 27 grand. Cool. And that's going to be rolled over into this next year. Because all the rest of the construction and all going on. And like I said, everything else from the insurance claim to, the, what do you call it? To insurance claim to all the, it's just so much stuff going on. And then I've got the scaffolding still set up, but I'm going to set up the other, basically scaffolding that I make out of wood. And I set up that scaffolding over the stairs. So that way, in case you want to put a regular ladder up right there, you can, and go straight up there, even with an A-frame ladder, even at which point, like to give you better stability to be able to do on top of the awnings and whatnot, right? So a lot going on right now, as well as to get up around the upper brick mortar at that point. So that's probably going to be tomorrow. So this evening, after all of this, last 2 weeks, y'all. Last 2 weeks have been slammed. So in addition to that, tomorrow I have to call the pulmonary doctor. So they gave me a referral. So they did an x-ray. And I'm gonna leave that alone right now. I'm gonna hold off on that. I want to go see the pulmonary doctor first, about the lungs. So tune in for that, right? But also it was obvious that my CPA, or it's obvious that we are rare, I guess, right? So some of us, when the CPA has more, when I'm trying to fill the CPA in on it. So, which is fine. I've got no issue in that. It's just what is. It is what is. So anyway, yeah, just a chill night, yo. Kick back, relax, sleep in late tomorrow, walk around in my underwear, my flip-flops, sipping my coffee. Just enjoy the morning. Take a little time, but then, I got to call the attorney, as well as get the email for the CPA, so that way I can just send her an email and clear everything up with her and or my attorney at the same time, because it's going to be explained to my attorney first. So I'll just get her email, but I won't send that to her email immediately. I'll have my attorney read through that first. And anyway, call the pulmonary doctor, set an appointment. It's not that I can't do much next door. It's just that, with so much that I've already done over the last couple of days, I need to take a break just to chill out, relax, and sleep and heal. And then I can get back into it full-fledged here. So it's just a lot of stuff that I had to get done here recently. So what else, man? What else? So I would say the cool thing is is that I can, what I put into this property is a tax deduction against any capital gains of what I would ever need. So if I need $100,000 for repairs, that would be the the only reason at this point where I would sell any crypto and put that into the trust, and then the sale of that is for the trust to put into this rental property, at which point. So there's a lot more of this coming, and like I said, everything's a tax deduction. So why wouldn't I do this? Just makes more sense to me. So #winning. So yeah, end up with a nice property, and everything's fixed up, done well. Get my guide dog. That was my goal. That's what I set out to do this cycle, was to get my house fixed up, the rental property, the duplex, and to go get a guide dog. So that's what I set out to do this cycle, and I'm still on that mission. So, and I will succeed. Cheers. It's just wild, yo. The different things that I know I'm capable of doing through the trust, and dealing with different businesses, LLCs, S Corp, 501c3, the different things that I want to do and that I intend on doing. And then to be able to do it in a way that makes more financial sense. My needs are then met. That's why it is a supplemental needs trust. It's a disability trust, a disabled trust. So works the same way for someone else who has a child who's disabled. So say you have an inheritance, you want to leave that to a child. Works the same way. You have the same benefits. And it actually will not infringe upon or hinder or hurt your Social Security, disability, or Medicare. Like for me, my doctors and my meds, it's just, but yet it's wild. This is my third market cycle. My third. So, where's the market going? You just look back over the years. I didn't think I'd be where I'm at today. I just didn't. You start out in this journey, it's just a few bucks here and a few bucks there. Do all right here, make an all right trade here, lose your ass on something else, right? So we've all done that. But to look at what I invested over that time frame and where I'm at now, that's there is no stock or equity or buy gold and silver. No doubt, own gold and silver, own platinum and palladium too. What was that? $200 an ounce for palladium. What is that now? Alexa, what is the current cost of palladium?
I missed something. Can you say it again?
Sure. Alexa, what is the cost of palladium?
As of September 13th, palladium traded at $2,090 per troy ounce on the foreign exchange, down 0.76% since previous close.
From 200. That was a good 10x, right? Who'd have thought that, right? Thought that was gold and silver. Where is that coming next? I don't know. I still think we got 2 market cycles left before we have, what one could say is mass adoption. I just see 2 more market cycles with different things starting to work together, and over time a little bit, and different other partnerships made, and laws and whatnot come about as far as clarification and definition. Because here again, now you're wanting me to pay taxes on, what is not deemed a security or a commodity. So question, right? Here's a question for you. Good question too. Now that El Salvador has deemed Bitcoin legal tender, right? Hear me out. Now that Bitcoin is deemed legal tender in El Salvador, does that now change the laws for currencies? Right? Because let's say that we trade currencies. We go from the euro to the dollar, back and forth many times, to the yuan, to the British pound, to the real, to the peso, to whatever, We can trade currencies, and there's no capital gains there. So what's the difference in another form of currency at that point, right? That's my thought. And then, upon further definition and clarification, I'd say over the next 2 years, 3 years, I think they need to make a decision. I think it's overdue for a freaking decision on something, right? So it needs to be thought out well, which, here again, a lot of this stuff is now coming in, but, here again, think about this, right? In what is cryptocurrency and what is blockchain, right? Think of this. Blockchain was developed as also a means of research. So you can actually check the blockchain for those transactions back to inception. That's what a blockchain is for. At which point, the people trying to avoid taxes right? They will have some issues in the future if they go to trade their crypto. Now, they could trade crypto with other people within crypto if they need to go back into fiat, and at which point, but that is a peer-to-peer method of exchange. So for me, it gets a little more difficult and a little more into it because I have to have an institutional account with Gemini in order to run it under the EIN number. So it's a little different for me. Or whatever, right? So anyone trying to avoid taxes will have some issues moving forward. We're just headed that way. I mean, now granted, if need be, in a pinch, not advice in any way, shape, or form, but in a pinch, if I absolutely had to, at which point I would find an ATM. So in order to receive cash out if I needed fiat, at which point, right? So just so much going on, y'all. It's like I've been knee deep in all of this stuff for over 2 weeks. Maybe 3. Wait, no, 2 weeks, yeah. Alexa, what is today?
It's Tuesday, September 13th.
13th, yeah, tomorrow's 2 weeks. But let's see, no, the tenants moved out on the 15th. I'm sorry, on the 5th. So, like fully moved out on the 5th. So, not bad. I got a lot done. What is that? Alexa, what is today?
It's Tuesday, September 13th.
So 13 minus 5 is 8. So I've been at this 8 days. But that's everything. That's like all the demolition, all of that, to handling this, handling that, and then the taxes, and then it's a lot, dude. It's a lot. But I got it all done. So yeah, tonight's my night, right? Cheers. So what else is going on? Let's go take a deep little quick dive into the coin market cap. Just go take a little peek. I'm also practicing this evening with low light. The light that's like right in front of me is like so super bright. It's like I need my baseball cap on, or my sunglasses, or both, really, to record with that light as low as I put it. I didn't hang it back up any higher because it's just studs. There's no drywall. There's no insulation. I just hung it right there. Well, there were sheetrock nails right there, so instead of putting another nail in. But anyway, right? Let's get back into here. Let's go take a little peek and take a little look-see. All right, Bitcoin, $2,300. Yeah. Wake me up when Bitcoin's at 13,000. So learn Fibonacci's in crypto. So again, not advice, but this is part of investing, Fibonacci retracements and whatnot. So like pay attention to the 618 and the 786 Fibonacci retracement. So Bitcoin at its all-time high basically subtract 80% off of that price. Not the 20,000, but I'm just saying 80,000 off of the high, the all-time high, would put me at like 13,000. So that's why I say wake me up when Bitcoin's 13,000. Let's see, Ethereum 1591. Really, I was expecting to sell into the Ethereum 2.0, buy the rumor, sell the news, but I already owned a few. So I was intending on selling into any sort of hype or whatever. So what dollar figure? I don't know. $5,000 maybe. I mean, just guessing, if that were to happen, just as a fluke, in my opinion, because now the moving to proof of stake, it makes it a little different in that now I've heard that the cost of the transactions will remain the same even when it does move to proof of stake. So, I don't know. It still, in my opinion, doesn't solve the underlying issue. So, but we'll see. I mean, other things are coming about, Ethereum bridges or Solidity bridges, like into Atom or Cosmos, right? The whole Cosmos ecosystem. There's like 12 blockchains tied up in that. I'm into persistence. I actually hit a goal that I set for myself in persistence. So let's see, persistence is XPRT. And then persistence right now is at 63 cents, right? But dig this. Let's go back here. That's what, a year? Might be 2 years. Yeah, it's back further. Let's see. $12.22. Wait. $12.22. That was at a year. Let's go to all. All right, there's a nicer candle. $15.58 was the high. $15.58, and right now is at 63.5 cents. Right. So I bought a few more of those recently. So I hit a goal, personal goal. Because, I mean, even right now, I mean, I get 35% annual on average, 35% as a APR. As far as in the XPRT token, not in dollars. So, yeah, I'm really surprised with this one. Like it a lot too. So, anyway, back to the nature in hand, right? Perfection is perfected, so I'm gonna let them understand from a young G's perspective. Better find a contraceptive. You never know, she could be earning her man, learning her man, and at the same time earning her man. Now you know I ain't with that shit, Lieutenant. Ain't no pussy good enough to give him while I'm up in it. If that's relevant, real deal, Holyfield. Now these hookers and hoes know how I feel. Some proper chunk and take a hit of some of this funky stuff. Like this and like that. Polygon Matic is at 86 cents, dude. So was it like $2? I can't believe Solana. Blockchain shut down 9 times in 9 months, dude. That is not decentralized. If you can turn it off, it's not decentralized. So I still take issue with that. Cardano at 47 cents. ZERP at 33 cents. BNB, 279. I remember when that first came out. lot of people used it. I used Binance, but not like not to where I had the token in order to trade to get a lower cost per transaction. I didn't really give a shit. I figured some people, most people who traded and did all of that, they traded themselves right out of a portfolio real quick back then. So everyone trying to chase after the latest and greatest thing. Like here's Polkadot, $7.17. I was going to invest in DOT during the ICO because it had Vitalik Buterin as an advisor to DOT, but I had invested too much, I guess, in the Tezos ICO at the time, somewhere around in that time. There were several. There was like ADX, ADX was the ticker on that. There were several ICOs I did at that time. InsureX, INX. There are many that I just blew a ton of money or a ton of Ethereum on. Blew a lot. Bitcoin too, blew a lot. But yeah, Polkadot. Like when Polkadot opened up, they had issues with the ICO being like to claim your tokens, right? To claim your tokens after the ICO. It was like a big ordeal at that time. So a lot of people messed up receiving that. But anyway, if it didn't happen 5 seconds ago on Twitter, it's like everyone forgot, right? Like Matic, now at 86 cents. How long was Matic super low, And then after it actually hit, everyone's calling to buy it at like $2.50, and look at it now, it's at 86 cents. So, but yeah, I think a lot of future in Polygon Matic. Shiba Inu, what is this? 4 zeros, 1229. Wow. That's really cheap. And to think that these people made millions off of these kind of coins, right? But yet, it was said well once before, many times before now, that it's time in the market, not timing the market. So it's the amount of time that you have spent within this market for each cycle. And like I said, I still think we have 2 more cycles, but this may. So Avalanche at 1917. I never did buy Avalanche. You can't own them all. Ethereum Classic, $37. I remember Ethereum not long ago at like $5. Litecoin at $60. That's just like, in my opinion, still, even though it's up 11% now. What's that? It says 7 days. Yeah, 7 days. Litecoin is up 11.3%. Cosmos 14.16. I remember Cosmos like trading between $25 and $30 forever, man. So I mean, that's in my opinion, that's a good buy. Even though right now they're up 7 day, $21 or 21%, almost 22%. Chainlink, $7.15. I bought Chainlink back when it was like 22 cents. I remember watching these 2 old men discussing crypto. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I hope they're all right. I haven't heard from them in years. But that was back when I just had the DVD player on a big screen TV. I didn't have a computer that I could use. No, I did, but I was using it just on the big screen at that time instead of looking at YouTube when Link first came out and ICO'd. Who was that? Crypto Bit Brothers. Wow. I remember something of logging, like I'm saying logging, like cutting down trees, logging, something to do with them. One of them was a Vietnam vet. It might have been both of them. I don't know, but they were cool to listen to back in the day. Let's see, Stellar XLM at 10.5 cents. That's such a screaming deal. Monero at 146, not bad. Bitcoin Cash 120, still a buy. I mean, when Bitcoin Cash wasn't that long ago was $500, and then wasn't it also like $1,500? So used in Asia a lot. So, but what's this? VeChain. That's another good one. Right now, 2.3 cents. I could have bought VET all day long at 0.005. So half of a cent. Internet computer. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. ApeCoin. I don't know. I don't give a shit. Whatever. Have fun. C'est la vie. Let's see. HBAR. I remember HBAR. There was another one with a smiley face too. What was that? Grin. What is Grin? HBAR and Grin. That was when that first came out, right? That was a big deal. EOS at $1.49. I don't know. I was expecting a lot more from EOS. I was expecting a lot more from EOS with Dan Larimer, really. And then let down, really, in my opinion, of EOS versus the SEC. I was expecting more of, not necessarily more of a fight there. I was expecting more of clarification and definition, or did they have insider knowledge that, wasn't ready yet? So for mass adoption to move forward or any further adoption. So I don't know. I take issue with a few other things within EOS that I'm not going to comment on. Some of y'all know. Let's see. Elron, E-Gold, 49.53. Wow. Wasn't that like at $500? Yeah. Elron touched $500. I remember that. Wow, dude. Wow. Damn. So it's worth 10 times less than what you paid. Theta, $1.11. I had a limit buy order on Theta for 75 cents. For a while, I turned that. I canceled that limit buy, and I then set another limit buy out there at 59 cents. Some people are claiming it might go to 50 cents. Whatever. I can't call the highs and the lows, or the highs and the lows. So if I can come close, look, I'm good with that. And I take profit along the way accordingly, if need be, right? So, but not back into US dollars. So, big difference. Let's see. BSV 52. See, KuCoin token, $9.33. What? I don't even know what that token is used for. Got almost $1 billion in market cap. Whoa, no. Whoa. When I say whoa, I mean whoa. All right. But no, I use KuCoin, but I've never used a KuCoin token. So I don't know. Is that another Binance thing? I don't know. Like a play on Binance where you get a discount if you trade a lot. But here again, I'm not trading a lot. I might have swing trades out there, but I don't sit there and watch every little tick, I got stuff to do. Here it is, the graph. Wasn't that it? 11 cents. Was it graph? I thought it was Grin. GRIN. IOTA, 27 cents. Internet of Things. Neo. Who is still in Neo, right? 92 cents. No, 903. 903. Okay. Remember Ant shares? If you put $1,000 into Ant shares, they did a name change of Ant shares to Neo. That $1,000 became $1 million back in 2017. So let's just say you threw $10,000 at Neo. At one time, you were worth $10 million. You hit 8 figures. Congratulations. Just saying. I don't know enough of all these others. I ain't even gonna say that name. Basic Attention Token, 32.5 cents. That was like at 75 cents forever. so as I remember, Dash, $44.61. I remember it took 1,000 Dash to run a master node, but at that time it was Bitcoin Dark is what Dash was first listed as back then. So that was real cool back in the day. But man, if you bought, I remember it was $1,000 for, it was $1 each for Dash. Then it went to $3. Then it took $3,000 in order to have enough for a master node of Dash, which today would be $44,610. So not bad. Or what also wasn't bad when Dash went to like $1,500, right? So, all these different waves. Zilliqa, 3.5 cents. And there's so many good coins out here. My thing is you can't own them all. Yeah, one can argue, $300 or $500 in every single coin. Look, this is the way I used to do it. I used to throw $1,000 into each coin, and I would end up with so many different coins. Because I had it was like a dollar cost average every month, and whatever I would choose just one coin that month, or I might double up on it the next month, or thought that if we were if I was expecting the price to go lower, I would hold that off till the following month in order to buy in. So, then I wised up to limit buy orders and limit sell orders to be able to place either which way and to be able to, I did all right. But again, it was larger moves that I was looking for. I wasn't looking for just a little quick tick, and with 100x leverage. Do not do that. Do not leverage a trade. Yeah, I've seen good people get destroyed with with trading anything on margin. So do not do that. Even an experienced institutional trader will at most trade with 4x leverage. They will not trade with 100x leverage. That is stupid. That's worse than a casino, and they win every time. So Quantum, $3.07. Theta Fuel at 5.8 cents. Now, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm just not gonna go there right now. I was kind of already over that, but it's not upsetting. It's just like, damn, really? You know? All right, Amiseco, $1.80. Wow. Wow. I remember Amiseco back in the day. Was supposed to fix Ethereum. But, you know, what are they doing? $253 million. So they don't say much. They will never say much. It's just Icon, ICX. ICX, Icon, is the Ethereum of Korea. So if you like Ethereum, this is the Ethereum of Korea. 26.5 cents. Hive. I remember that ICO. It was something similar to that of Populous, wasn't it? Or is that a different Hive now? Am I thinking something different? I think it was Hive. The ICO back in 2017. IOST AMP, 0.5 cent. Wow, really? What happened? I thought they were trading at like 5 cents on AMP. Let's see. Yeah, 5-6 cents. When the shit happened? Damn, dude. 0.5 cent. Polymath. I remember that ICO as well. I remember a lot of people were getting in the Sia coin back in the day. I never did. Horizon, Zen, $15. Now you can have a masternode in Horizon as well, or you used to could. I don't know if that's still the case. I don't know what's going on at all with Horizon, Zen, but there were some people back on YouTube I used to listen to who were big in the Digibyte community that used to speak of owning Zen, Horizon all the time. So I wonder what happened to them. Digibyte, right at 1 cent, 0.0101. That would be cool if it would just show 0.010101. Anyway, guess that's another thing I have with crypto. I just like playing with numbers. When things make sense, I just act on them. Lisk at $1.01. Mediblock. I remember I was going to invest in Mediblock. 2 cents. I don't remember what Mediblock used to be. It was a long time ago. Let's see. Let's jump back in here. Right now at 2 cents. I want to say it was a 2017 coin. Let's go to all. When was that? That was 2021. $0.05. 6, 12, 21 cents. And just call it 21 cents. All right. Another one of those, whatever. Nano. 85 cents. Really? Wasn't Nano like at 1/2 cent? When was that? I think I see it in my head at 1/2 cent. It says Nano, right? Yeah. How far back was that? It was March. April. March or April of 2017. $19.63. $29. $29 for Nano in 2017, 2018, January. What? 85 cents. What did it do this cycle with all the NFTs and DeFi and NFTs? Where'd it go to? Darn it, come on now. I cannot see. $6.18. $9.68. Another one to go look at, Nano. That looks interesting. I'd have to find out the latest on them. I don't know, but as far as the charts, it was like, wow. I don't know anything about XYO. I remember they were at the Litecoin Summit and World CryptoCon in Vegas. I remember that. All right, well, that's the first 200 coins. You know, I wouldn't go any further than that. And I'm on for an hour and 5 minutes right now. Wow. My bad, guys. Just a lot going on, you know. Just wanted to come out, say hello. I'll be back. I will shave. I know I'm a bit scruffy looking at the moment, right? So a bit of a mustache. I know it all needs to be trimmed. I've just been running wild lately. I'll go through it, hit it with a buzz cutter, and I'll shave it all back off. So it's just kind of what I'm dealing with at the moment. So yeah, that was my last beer. So anyway, another fun one. Excuse me. Go knock out and call today over. I don't know. Got a lot more to do in short order, but whatever. I already said all that. And y'all be cool. Go make it a day. Later.